Okay guys, today we're gonna harvest some worms for fishing. So I haven't even opened this yet, so we'll get a morning look at these guys. Probably gonna be all out and about. Oh, they're not on top. Normally there's a lot on top. But that was when there was a lot of moisture in here. I let this sit like this for a couple hours yesterday. Let some moisture out because there's those white dots right here. Apparently they're not terrible, but they fight over the food with the worms. See, here's some too. There's some. Okay, we're here in Southern California at the Wash, Ventura County. We got my red wiggler worms, and I'm gonna show you how I set it up and how you can fish with them. Let me set my phone here. You lost one? Okay, so we'll take a bobber. And have you push this button here, that will come up. See that? Why isn't it focusing? There we go. Okay, and now if you turn it around and hold that button down, that thing that comes out, and push on this part, but not like this, but like this, so you can get that thing to come out. Look, that little piece comes out. So you put that on the line, and so this doesn't slide on you like that. Make a leader, depending on how deep it is. We'll go about a couple feet, but you can always change it. Now, so this doesn't slide, you're going to keep the line on there. Push the metal piece and the button together so that thing will come out. Look at it. Like that. And then you're going to put this up around it and wrap it like that a couple times and close it. Now it will stick. Okay, now we're going to put a small hook on here. Put our worm. We'll try to catch a bass, bluegill, catfish, whatever will bite it. They all like worms. Trout, there's no trout in here, but that's okay. I normally like to catch trout, but we're just fishing locally. Try to get something on the line. So I have a pretty small hook here. I don't know what size this is. They go like 6, 8, 10, 12. Just something small. The smaller the better, actually. I'm gonna catch more fish the smaller the hook. You know, unless you're going for sharks or something. Because there's bluegill in here, there's bass, there's catfish, and all three of those, even if it was trout, all three of those will get caught with a small hook. And you don't want to miss the bluegill bite or a small bass. You know, they're all fun to catch because your hook is too big. I don't know if you can see this or if it's very small. You know, comparison. See this hook? It's just totally not necessary. You're gonna miss fish if you have a big, huge hook on there. So use a small hook. You know, if you think about it, when I go trout fishing and you're fly fishing, imagine how small a fly is, and you can catch a 10-pound, 20-pound trout on a fly. Imagine how small a fly is, and the hook is about the size of the fly. You wouldn't want to hook this big and attach a fly to it. It would look stupid. So, you know, you have this and a little baby fly, and you can catch 20-pound trout on that, you know, in addition to bass, catfish, whatever. So use a small hook. I got my worms here in my Tupperware. Don't put food in here after this. Let's see if I can change this. That's hard to see, but I'm just gonna grab red wigglers. That's what they're called. They're very small. I normally fish with night crawlers, but you know, I have my compost bin at home, and red wigglers are the best composting worms and perfectly fine for fishing. I mean, bluegills will love these things, and with bass too. And you know what I'll do is put a couple on here because they're so small. Not necessary, but two's better than one in certain occasions. So you just hook them up like that. I call it wacky style. So it's just right in the middle. You don't have to thread them or anything. Right in the middle. Through the middle. I've said that too many times, but that's how you do it. Okay? So now we have our setup. Look how wacky they're getting. Because that probably hurt. Alright, so that's our setup. Our bobber and the leader, a couple feet, depending on the depth. You kind of want this to be right in their face. You don't want it to be hitting the rocks. You want it to be a couple feet off the rocks and, you know, something that they want to get after. No question. So let's try it. All right, Dad's on a fish with the worm.
Dad's on a bass.
Nice bass. All right. Yeah, the bass at the wash. Awesome. So the worms are working. Great. Threw it back. Easy unhook. Wasn't a monster, but we're catching fish at the wash and we're having fun. Super cool. Nice. Night until dawn. They're in here. Yep. Nice. I'm gonna have to update my 2-foot leader to something, you know, because you're rocking the bottom. It's like a trout system. Awesome. Oh, I got one. Ah. Whoa, big one. That's kind of big. Wow, nice. Woo! Beautiful bass. Bass. All right, we got a bass. Perfect. Now, I was using the bobber earlier, but my dad was catching them on a split shot. It's just a very heavy weight, so this thing, the worm will drag on the bottom. He was catching a bunch of them. I got off the bobber, which kind of suspends the worm, started lures. I was getting no bites, no chasers. I went to the drop shot. No, this isn't a drop shot. It's a split shot with just a 2-foot leader. And first cast, I got a nice bass. Okay, so I'm gonna unhook this guy and let him go. Nice. So how many is that for us? 5? You got 4? You got 5? You got 6. Oh, he's on another one. Dad's on another bass. Little one. Another one on the worms. Awesome. So that's how you do it, guys. You get a worm bin, worm farm at the house, harvest them, and go fishing with them, and it works. Awesome.